Today's thoughts on today's topics. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're actually going to have a discussion on social distancing. The reason I decided that I wanted to talk about social distancing is because we're supposed to be practicing it right now, especially with what's going on today, and a lot of us do not. It's very important that we practice at this point in our lives social distancing, being that what we're dealing with today is something that we have never seen. I know I haven't seen it in the history of my life. So it's something different, but it's really important that if we're going to get rid of this issue that we have, then we need to go ahead and practice social distancing. The reason for social distancing is really so that we don't continue to carry on the sickness that is in our world today. We need to be able to get on with life, and we're not going to be able to get on with life if people still continue to be defiant and don't want to listen when we're told we shouldn't be doing something. Now, I think a lot of people do. I'm trying to think about it. I think a lot of people don't practice social distancing. I don't think it isn't necessarily because they don't want to do it. I think they decide they don't want to do it because we're being told to do it. There are some people in life that are just that defiant. I don't know why, but they just want to go against the grain. Right now is not the time to be a rebel. I'm trying to go outside. I know you're probably trying to go outside. We're all trying to go outside. And as long as this issue that we have continues to spread, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. We're going to continue, everyone's going to continue to get it unless we start listening, and we need to really start taking it serious. I feel like I'm ready to go to the movies. I'm ready to just get out the house. It's like we're all stuck in the house. So I need you guys to listen. We need to listen so that we don't have to deal with this. Another good thing, excuse me, coinkydink. But another good thing that we have here is internet. So if you really get too bored, you can always, take a picture, look at your window, out your window, take a picture of a tree, a squirrel, save it in your phone. Then you'll have something to look back on to feel like you're outside. But I know we all feel trapped. We feel like we're on house arrest. We want to get out the house. But you guys got to understand that as long as we continue to keep this up and try to be defiant against what we're being told to do, the worse it's going to get. For example, I know in the state of Maryland, people were told to stay at home. They didn't want to listen. So the governor decided, okay, you guys don't want to listen to what I'm saying. Maybe you'll listen to this. So they have, I don't know if they called it a lockdown or something like that, but their rules are stricter. So meaning if you're caught out there and you're not going to an essential business, which I think it may be quite a few places that's doing this now, but if it's not an essential business and you're going out here just to be out here and they catch you, you will be charged a $5,000 fine and spend a year in jail. And ain't nobody got time for that. So my suggestion is stay in the house. I've noticed too that a lot of areas that weren't being as restrictive are now being more strict about what goes on. I know some areas have like a 5 o'clock curfew and a 9 o'clock curfew and, different things like that. So it's just, you guys, they're not doing this to try to control us. They're doing this so we can get rid of this big issue that we have. It's not about being controlled. I know a lot of people feel like, oh, well, the government's trying to control me and I'm not going to let them. So I'm going to be defiant and do what I want to do. But that's not what the issue is. The issue is we need to get rid of this thing. And the longer it has a host, which is us as human beings, the more hosts we have, the harder it's going to be to get rid of it. And they're not doing this just to try to restrict what we do in our lives. They're trying to keep people from dying. And I feel like everyone needs to not be so selfless when we go out here. Because, yeah, you might be immune enough or your body might be strong enough to fight this off, but not everybody can. And it's not always about us. And as human beings, I think that's something that we need to learn. It's not always about us. There are other people out here who genuinely have either weak immune systems from some kind of illness, or they're elderly, or they're babies. You know, babies are still continuing to develop. So babies have no way of being able to fight this. That's what's always in my mind when I see these people out here. And if I decide that I want to go outside, in my mind, I think about, okay, there's a baby out there that if I go out there and I bring it somewhere or I touch something and I have it, that baby, I might be able to fight it off, but that baby can't do it. And what we have to do is think about them. We can't think about ourselves. We have to think about the children. Sounds so funny. It does sound funny, but we have to think about the children. We have to think about the elderly. We have to think about the people that have weak immune systems from having different types of diseases, such as cancer, such as lupus, any type of autoimmune disease. It's not always just about us. And I think a lot of the times we as human beings don't think about that. We don't say, okay, let me think about my neighbor. Let me think about my grandma. Let me think about the next person. Even though we might not know that person, it's definitely not always about us. And I hope you guys really take into consideration it's not always about you. I hope you guys really take into consideration you might end up, even if you have a strong immune system, because I've heard of some cases where people are catching this and they're dying and they have no underlying conditions. So we want to get rid of it. So I feel like social distancing is extremely important. And I wish people wouldn't be defiant and try not to follow it, because it's really, really, really important. I just wish we all would listen sometimes. I know everybody's not the same. I know some people are hard-headed. I know some people are going to watch my video and be like, she needs to shut up. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm grown. And that's understandable. But we need to learn that it's not always just about us. I hope you guys are safe out here. I hope you guys are practicing social distancing. I hope you guys are practicing washing your hands for 20 seconds thoroughly. I hope you guys take hand sanitizer when there is times when you can't wash your hands, but also remember they are indicating that if your hands are soiled, it is best to wash them with soap and water. I hope you guys are taking the time to wipe off countertops with disinfectants and making sure that everything is clean. I hope you guys are wearing masks if you think you have the symptoms and you go out here. And I hope you guys stay safe. I just want to wish everyone the best of luck. If anybody has lost anyone that they know or that's in their family to this disease, my condolences are to you. Make sure you guys stay safe. Make sure you guys take care of yourself. And make sure you practice social distancing. All right. Thank you guys for watching. And this is my thoughts on today's topics of social distancing. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.